Hello, 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 everyone, and welcome back to Psychology Eats. So, what's eating you? Well, y'all, it's Friday. Oh, it's Friday. Ooh, woo. So, for a lot of people, that means you got the weekend off, honey. So, what's going on in these YouTube streets? Well, let me think about celebrity streets. I can't really think of anything that's really like popping. Like, what's really like being discussed and talked about. I think I already talked about the whole Portia situation. No, I talked about Portia um, and her entanglement with R. Kelly, but I know her new show started, Portia's Family Matters, which was pretty decent. You know, it's pretty good because Portia legitimately is an airhead. Portia is a air. Portia, you an airhead, girl. Portia really, to me, has the mindset of a middle school preteen, not even a teenager yet. Because teenagers are, Lord, where's this got to go. I got to get this gray off. But she has the mindset of a preteen, and that's sad. Because Portia really legit does not see anything wrongdoing in this relationship with Simon. She doesn't see how or why people are making the comments to her um, about him the way they are. She doesn't get it. She also doesn't. Okay, so an interviewer asked during the show. I guess the producer wanted Simon to admit that he's a chronic cheater. So he said, "Yeah, I cheated on all my wives." And Portia says, "I cheated too." So then she was on Tamara Hall, and Tamara Hall was basically like, "What you mean you cheated?" We thinking Portia gonna say like she cheated in her marriage or something. I cheated on my first boyfriend in high school. Girl, cheating on your first boyfriend in high school is in no comparison to a husband who cheats on his wife, who has made a commitment with a wife and possibly having children and stepping out on a marriage. Portia, that don't even equate. That don't even equal. I was so, I'm like, Portia. And the fact that you even believe that this marriage is going to last, that you and Simon have a better chance of remaining married past a year. I don't even know what example to give. But girl, the probability is very high that you and Simon will not last a year into marriage. Not even a year. Not even a year. Because I'm going to end my Portia commentary like this. The same way you got them is the same way you going to lose them. That's it. All right, so let's move on to YouTube street drama. Well, the only thing that I know is going on, because I've seen 5 or 6 or 8 or 1,000 channels discussing it, is Adrian's new dog. Adrian got a new dog named Smiley. She got him from the pound. And she went and got the service dog paperwork done so that she can have Smiley as her service dog. And so, in psychology and psychiatry, and people with mental health issues or diagnosis can get a service dog to help them with PTSD or depression, anxiety. And in most cases, it is something that is really supported by clinicians and by psychologists because it does work to help people decrease their symptoms of depression or depression, anxiety, PTSD. And so I was about to call that child Asia. So Adrian, and plus, I mean, there are some benefits to having a service dog. They can an apartment building or complex cannot refuse you to have a dog. You could take most service animals into stores, into restaurants. Now, I don't know all the details about it, all of that. Really kind of at the level that I ever dealt with service dogs or having supported my clients in having service animals is that, a client may say, I really want to try a service animal or whatever, but my, apartment complex won't allow dogs or whatever. And so in the state where I live, a psychiatrist or a psychologist has to sign off on the paperwork. But then all of the application and the tags and the little vest that the dogs wear, you can order all that on the internet. You can order all that stuff from the internet, but you do need a doctor's signature on the application to approve you getting a service dog. Now, I've seen some service dog situations that were not good. The service dog was not trained, and so the dog was kind of just wild and out there and probably shouldn't have been in some of the places that the dog was going into because of lack of training. So, everyone's weighing in on, how long Adrian is going to have this dog and if she's going to get frustrated and take the dog back to the pound. Because dogs are a lot of work. They start out so cute. And I've gone to pounds to look for a dog if I wanted a dog or, But it is a lot of work. You got to walk the dog, feed the dog, care for the dog. It's a lot. It's a lot. And Adrian is such an independent woman. She kind of comes and goes and does what she, wants to do. I just see a dog being kind of a weight to her. Like, oh God, I got to deal with this dog again. Oh Lord. And, then when she's not from Florida, so she's going to have to go when she goes home. Are you going to take him with you? It's a lot. Dogs are a lot. They really are. I know I had dogs my whole life, but I grew up mostly, I grew up like in the country, so we didn't have to walk our dog. Our dog lived out on a chain out in the yard. And if a dog did live in our house, he went out in the yard and used the bathroom. Then when I went to college, I had an off campus apartment. I got a dog, and I lived like on a third floor apartment. Honey, I got my dog from the pound. But I had that dog for less than a year because I was lazy. I didn't feel like walking that dog, coming down them 3 flights of steps, walking that dog 3 or 4 times a day. I'm in and out, coming and going. I'm traveling. Like, I couldn't do it. I said, oh no, this dog needs a family, not some single girl running around town constantly. So, but then when I got married, I wanted my kids to grow up with a dog. Oh, girl, these people is calling me. Hold on. So, anyway, I wanted my kids to grow up with a dog, so I got a dog. I should insert picture of my dog. Anywho, so I don't think I have any pictures of her on this phone. So I ended up getting my kids a dog, and we had that dog, Candy, for 15 years. My kids grew up with her, and I loved her. And I have a yard, so I didn't have to walk her. I could just send her out in the yard, honey. And behind my house is a field, so she used to go out there and do her business. But she was a lot of work. She used to get on my nerves too, because I was sick of her. Every 5 seconds she wanted to go outside. And sometimes she'll take her a little walk around the neighborhood. The police done brought my Candy home a couple of times. So, honey, please. And then we travel a lot. So when we would travel, Candy was a big dog. Like that Smiley is going to be a pretty big dog probably. I couldn't really see his paws. Could look at the paws and tell. But my dog was a pretty big dog. And when I would travel, I would take her to a kennel because nobody watching Candy for me because everybody knew she was spoiled, she was bad, and nobody messing with her in the family. So I would have to pay a kennel to watch her, which she hated. I would have to go different ways to get to the kennel so she didn't know that that's where we was going. Because she would be pissed if she knew she was going to the kennel. So yeah, so I said all that to say, Candy ended up having a stroke. She had a stroke. She went blind. She started having seizures. She started pissing and shitting all over. Oh, y'all. She did not die a pleasant death. My Candy did not. But let me tell you something. I was right there with her when she took her last breath. I took her to the vet. I said, I'm not going to let my dog suffer. She had the seizure and the stroke and all of that. And my diagnosis. She looked like she had a stroke. So I said, I want her to be put down. Put her down. And so the process to put her down was so painful and so sad. They give her one needle of like Xanax to calm her down, like Ativan or something to calm down the dog, put them at ease, and then they give the last shot. It's 2 shots, and then the second shot stops her heart. And honey, the way I wailed in that veterinarian's office, my son and nephew, they damn near had to carry me out of there. I was done up. So, yeah. Adrian looked like she having fun though. She enjoying the dog, but it's just, the dogs are a lot of work. They're a lot of work. I know right now my husband's talking about we should get a dog. I said, oh no, I'm not getting no dog. If you go back in a few videos ago, I watched my sister's dog for a week and I was done up. I don't have patience for no dog. I don't. Walk the dog, feed the dog. Ugh. You couldn't give me a dog or a baby at this stage in my life. Ugh. So, my son would talk about bringing home a dog. I was like, you ain't bringing a dog up in here. So that's it. That's all, y'all. I don't know how I'm going to make it to the rest of this day. I'm so sleepy. I am tired. Y'all can see I'm in a classroom. It ain't my classroom, but I'm visiting. But we'll talk again. Have a great weekend. And man,